What's up, everybody? Welcome to DFS by the Numbers. This is my betting breakdown for UFC Vegas 36. We have Darren Till going against Derek Brunson. And as always, we're going to go through these fights from a betting perspective and a betting perspective only. If you do want a further, more in-depth breakdown on why I like which fighter, on why I'm betting what, please check out my full card breakdown and prediction video that I did post on Tuesday, as well as my after weigh-in live stream that I did post on Friday. If you guys can please leave a like on the video, also subscribe to the channel if you have not yet. That'd be much appreciated as always. And then I will be going live 1 hour prior to when the prelims start tomorrow on Saturday. The prelims do start at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time, so I'll be going live at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time for a new show that we did last week called Best Bet, where me, Uncle Weezy, a Narco Cop, and Z's MMA, we give our best bet for each and every fight on the card. A lot of people seemed to like it last week, so we're going to keep doing it this week, and really looking forward to keep that going. So check that out 1 hour prior to the prelims starting at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So I say we get into it here, and we will start with the first fight of the night. Jonathan Martinez going against Marcela Rojo, and this is going to be my first bet of the night. I have one unit on the fight, doesn't go to decision. I got it at plus 108. And I think there's a very good chance that there is a finish in this fight one way or another. Marcelo Rojo is a kill or be killed fighter, an 88% finish rate for Rojo, and he has been finished in 5 out of his 7 losses. He comes forward and he throws very, very hard looking for the finish. Marcelo Rojo actually hasn't been the distance in I think like 18 fights, so he doesn't go to the distance all that often whatsoever. I think both fighters are more than capable of getting a finish here. Jonathan Martinez did miss weight. He did look terrible on the scales as well. In terms of like a straight pick, I'll pick Rojo for the upset, but I'm more so looking at this violence as I think Rojo can get a finish early, or even Martinez get a finish late. We have seen Marcelo Rojo slow down before, and you never know. I mean, even with like the weight cut of Martinez, maybe he does slow down himself. So either way, I see violence here. I see somebody getting knocked out or maybe submitted. Rojo has been submitted multiple times, but minus 120 right now. I think there's still some solid value on that for the fight. Doesn't go to decision. I see someone getting finished here one way or another, but as far as a straight pick, I'll take Rojo for the upset, especially after seeing Martinez on the scales. All right, moving on. Marc-Andre Barriault going against Dolce Langavula, Dolce champion here. Yeah, interesting fight. I think it's a solid fight for Marc-Andre Barriault here. So I kind of stayed away from the money line because I think Dolce could potentially have some success early with the takedowns. I have seen Marc-Andre Barriault taken down multiple times before, but the problem is Dolce does slow down as the fight goes on, and Marc-Andre Barriault does the opposite. He does not slow down. Tons of volume from the Barriault side. So I'm going to take a look at this from more of a live betting standpoint. I think Dolce could potentially take that first round. At that point, I probably will live bet Marc-Andre Barriault, but how I attack this fight is going to be the second and third round knockout props for Marc-Andre Barriault. He hits very hard, a 75% finish rate from Marc-Andre Barriault, and Dolce has been finished in both of his losses. So I put a quarter unit shot on both of them. Second round knockout prop for Barriault, plus 925, and then the third round knockout prop for Barriault, plus 1400. Quarter unit on both, looking for a late Barriault finish, whether it is in the second round or in the third round, when Dolce does slow down, which I do think he will. So as far as a pick, I will go Dolce, but I'm going to be taking a look at it from a live betting standpoint and then also sprinkling those props as well. All right, another fight, another bet. Charles Jourdain going against Julian Erosa, and I do have the fight doesn't go to decision here. Minus 180, I have 2 units on it. Both these guys are absolute finishers. Charles Jourdain has actually never won a decision ever. 100% finish rate for Jourdain. Julian Erosa, a finisher in his own right, a 78% finish rate. And Charles Jourdain has never been finished, but we have seen him hurt multiple times. And I would not be shocked if Erosa could get a finish here. But on the flip side, Erosa gets finished a ton. Erosa is very hittable. Erosa does not have a chin to back up how hittable he is. He's been knocked out 5 times, 6 if you want to include the Ultimate Fighter fight. I think the most likely scenario is Jourdain does win, and he does win by knockout, but I kind of took the fight doesn't go to decision to cover both sides here. I think both sides are definitely live for a finish. I think it's going to be one of the more exciting fights on the card. I think someone's going down. But Charles Jourdain by knockout, plus 110. Charles Jourdain inside the distance, plus 105. I think it's a solid spot as well, but I took it the safe route, cover both sides here, and took the minus 180. Fight doesn't go to decision. As far as a pick, I'm going to take Charles Jourdain to win by knockout here. All right, next fight, and I have another bet. Looks like most of my action is early on these prelims here, and we have Jack Shore going against Ludovic Shalinian, and I do have a 5-unit max bet on Jack Shore, and I got him at minus 385. Wish I had bet MGM. They actually opened up short at like minus 275. Wish I had that line, but when I was ready to bounce on it, I got the minus 385 there. We now see him at like minus 600 on some books where that's where I actually think the line probably should be around the minus 600 range. So I got in early, beat some line movement there. I felt there was value on the minus 385 price tag on Jack Shore. And yeah, it's going to be my second max bet of the year. I think it's a good chance of hitting, to be honest, especially after seeing Shalinian on the skills, was not impressed, and Shore is actually going to be the bigger fighter, which kind of surprised me, because I think in terms of the actual height and reach, I think Shalinian has an advantage there, but, seeing the weigh-in, Shore was indeed the bigger fighter. And what I also might do, and along with that 5-unit play, is going to be Jack Shore inside the distance, which is minus 115, which is kind of crazy to me. I mean, Jack Shore is a finisher, 86% finish rate. And Shalinian, he's never been finished, but he only has like 9 or 10 fights, and the best fighter he's ever fought is probably, Vince Cashapp. So, yeah, I think Shore does finish here, especially after, Ludovic Shalinian not looking too great at weigh-ins, coming in on short notice. I think Shore has him covered everywhere in the striking, wrestling, grappling, you name it. So, yeah, I have Shore 5 units on him, minus 385, and then I might also take a look at the inside the distance. You can follow me on Twitter, DFS_numbers, Instagram, DFS by the numbers. I'll be posting my bets there, and then you might see an add-on of Shore inside the distance. I just think the inside the distance line is pretty disrespectful there, to be honest, especially for a minus 600 favorite guy that's a finisher. Jack Shore is a finisher. So, moving on, we have, I need Jack Shore to win bad, though, so hopefully he gets it done, but I am pretty confident in him. Marlon McCann going against Jinyoung Kim. I have a half-unit shot on Molly McCann to win by decision, plus 155. Half a unit on it. I think the big thing here is going to be the takedowns. Jinyoung Kim has like a 42% takedown defense. Molly McCann has like a 23% accuracy, but she does go after takedowns quite a bit. She averages 5 takedown attempts per 15 minutes is what I'd like to see, especially in a matchup like this. And you take a look at who Molly McCann's losing to, and it's grapplers. She lost to Jillian Robinson. She lost to Tyler Santos, and she lost to Laura Procopio in the UFC. All fighters that are really solid grapplers. I don't think she's going to have to worry about that here with Jinyoung Kim at all. Jinyoung Kim has 1 takedown attempt, was not successful in getting it. I think Molly McCann's going to be the one coming out here getting takedowns, getting control time. Jinyoung Kim's going to have a 10-inch reach advantage, but, that reach advantage isn't going to be useful if she is on her back, and I do think that's where the fight is going to take place. If Molly does come in here and fight smart, which that's what she does. As she fights smart, she goes for takedowns, and I think she has a very good chance of winning this fight and winning it by decision as well. So half a unit, plus 155. I don't want to be overly exposed to Molly McCann, but I think it's a solid spot for her. If she does come in here with the right game plan, I do think she does. All right, Pimlico going against Luigi Vandermeeny. Yeah, no play here for me. Such a tough fight to call. I mean, this fight can go either way. I guess the way I'm going to be looking at it is going to be from a fight doesn't go to decision standpoint, but at that point, it's minus 160. I did see the fight does not start round 3 at minus 105. I don't hate that, but in terms of picking a winner here, I just don't know. I mean, both guys are very similar. I guess you could say Luigi is probably the more well-rounded fighter, the more UFC-tested fighter, but, Pimlico has that wrestling, has that grappling, and I don't know, it's going to be a very good fight, but I do see somebody potentially getting finished here. Luigi, a 100% finish rate. Pimlico, a 75% finish rate. If I was to bet anything on this fight, it would be the minus 160. Fight doesn't go to decision. Or, like I said, that fight does not start round 3 at minus 105. But as of now, I do have no play on this fight. All right, Modestas Bukauskas going to get Khalil Roundtree. The only thing that does stick out is going to be Khalil Roundtree wins in round 1. I saw it at plus 500. Because if he does win, I think it's going to have to be a first-round knockout here. And Bukauskas, very hittable, 50% striking defense. Bukauskas finished in 3 out of his 4 losses. Bukauskas questioned his chin, questioned his striking defense quite a bit, very hittable, has that kind of like that tall man's defense, and I don't think he has the chin to back it up, and Roundtree, he hits very hard, but the problem is, it's very hard to trust a guy like Roundtree. I can very well see a situation where Bukauskas kind of outpoints Roundtree for 3 rounds like Prachnio did. Bukauskas by decision, plus 350, I could see that, but if I was to pull the trigger on something, I probably would take a shot on Roundtree to win in round 1. Didn't officially bet it, but it was something that I was tempted on, and I will pick Roundtree to get that first-round knockout, but just don't want to really invest money in the guy, to be honest. He's hit or miss, and you never know with him, so pass for me, but if I was to play something, it would be the first-round knockout prop. All right, Alex Moreno versus David Zawada. I like Moreno here. I'm not going to bet it, though. I kind of was looking at the fight. Doesn't go to decision, plus 120. Zawada, kind of a killer-be-killed fighter, 89% finish rate. Finish in half his losses as well. But I'm going to pass here. The pick's going to be Moreno. Moreno has great volume, landing over 5 significant strikes per minute. And I think he can have a significant advantage if he fights smart and uses that wrestling. The problem is it's not something he does that often. But yeah, Zawada, questionable takedown defense. I've seen Zawada stuck on his back more times than not. So if Moreno actually fought smart and came in here with the game plan of, I'm going to wrestle Zawada, I'm going to take him down to the mat, I think he can have a lot of success. But the problem is, it's just not something Moreno wants to do all that much. So easy pass here for me. The pick's still Moreno, though, but not much confidence in that. I think Zawada is a very popular dog play, and I get it. It should be a pretty close fight. Tom Aspinall going against Sergey Spivak. No play here for me either. But if I was to play something, it might be that Tom Aspinall round 1 KO prop, which I think is plus 275. Tom Aspinall round 1. I have serious concerns if this fight does get out of round 1, as we have seen Tom Aspinall slow down, and we've never seen Tom Aspinall actually win over that 1.5 round mark. And Tom Aspinall only has one win outside of that first round. It was his last fight against Andrei Arlovsky in a fight where it did look like he was slowing down tremendously. So, yeah, I like Aspinall here. He's going to be the much bigger guy. I think for Spivak to win, he's going to need to get takedowns. He's going to need to get control time. And him coming in on short notice, I just don't know if he has the gas tank to pull off a game plan like that, especially going against a much bigger guy in Tom Aspinall. But yeah, Sergey Spivak is one of the more popular dogs of the week, and I get it. If he wasn't taken on short notice, I might be taking a poke at him myself, but that short notice aspect of things I really don't like for the Spivak side. And because his game plan is going to have to be wrestle for 15 minutes. I just don't know if he has the gas tank to do that. So I'll take Tom Aspinall. I'll take Tom Aspinall to win by knockout, but no play here for me. I'm just going to sit back and watch this fight, see what happens. And then the main event, Darren Till going against Derek Brunson. I do have a small play here. I have Darren Till wins by knockout, plus 220, half unit on that. I love the line. I thought that line was really off, and it was actually plus 340 earlier in the week for some reason. But yeah, it just doesn't make sense. I mean, Darren Till, if he's going to win this fight, I kind of think it's by knockout. He's so low volume. He lands like a little over 2 significant strikes per minute. Brunson's going to be a little bit higher volume. I think Darren Till's a better striker. And Brunson, I do think he can win some minutes here with the volume and with the wrestling as well. It's just, there were a ton of sketchy moments in that fight. Brunson versus Holland, where, Holland hurt Brunson. I think it was like in that third or fourth round, really bad, and he just looked very uncomfortable on the feet, and he was able to bail himself out by getting a takedown. And, Kevin Holland in that fight, no takedown defense, no urgency to get back to his feet. I just don't think it's going to be like that for Till. I think Till has going to have multiple opportunities. He's going to have 25 minutes to find the chin of Brunson that has been cracked 5 times. Brunson's been knocked out 5 times in his entire career, and I do think it becomes 6 here, and I think Darren Till does get a knockout. But yeah, rather than land like the minus 175 on Till, I just took the knockout prop instead, as I do think his win condition is going to be that knockout. I think he could win a decision, but just with how low volume he is with the wrestling upside of Brunson, I think the knockout is going to be the most likely. So just to recap, Jack Shore, 5 units, minus 385. Darren Till wins by KO, plus 220, half a unit. 1 unit on Rojo Martinez, fight doesn't go to decision. 2 units on Jordana Rosa, fight doesn't go to decision, minus 180. McCann wins by decision, plus 155, half a unit. Barrio wins by KO in round 2 and round 3, plus 925 and plus 1400 quarter unit on both. I guess some things that I'm looking at potentially adding, and again, you can follow me on Twitter, DFS_numbers. Instagram is DFS by the numbers. I'll be posting my bets soon. But Jack Shore inside the distance, minus 115 is what I'm looking at playing there. Was hoping to get a plus money on that, but doesn't look like it's going to happen. And other than that, Luigi Vandermeeny, Paddy Pimblett, minus 160 fight doesn't go decision as a spot that sticks out. Roundtree wins in round 1, I guess sticks out as well. And then Aspinall winning in round 1 as well kind of sticks out. But probably more than likely I'll be adding Shore inside the distance. I think that one sticks out to me the most. All right, guys, that's about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys can leave a like, that'd be much appreciated. And also hit the subscribe button so you not miss out on all the content throughout the week. Going live 1 hour prior to the prelims. Prelims start again 1:30. The show Best Bet will be starting at 12:30. Thank you guys so much for watching again. Thank you for the support. And yeah, good luck. Let's make some money and let's go Jack Shore. Need him big here. See you guys.